Guys, if especially people in my life, have you done things that you think you need Jesus to be killed to save you from your disgustingness, right? And you're someone in my life, okay? The only thing that saved you from not having secular authorities make you pay for what you did in one way or another, okay, through surveillance and them spying on you and knowing everything about you and hearing all your conversations and hearing other people talk about you and finding the evidence to dateline in 2020 you. The only thing that keeps you safe from being incarcerated or tortured or abused is me. Well, say like there's people in my life and somebody tried to abuse them through secular authorities. Okay. And it couldn't go there because then they would have to bring me into the whole trial. Well, it's because he's crazy because of this guy, right? And they'd bring me in, and then there would be this evidence saying, no, this is based on reality, this, that, and then they'd be like, oh, and you can't, when you're in that kind of a trial, that kind of civil or criminal trial, right? You can't sit there and do like putting in a cell phone tower where the Supreme Court sits and says there's a gag order on discussing health issues because it's a public utility, right? So they won't touch the people that are in my life with anything that they've done that they think can get them in bad or hot water, because they'd have to involve my life in the court case, and it would get appealed to the highest courts, and then everything in the courts, the highest courts, would just go solemnistic understanding of law. That's what would happen. So you don't have to worry unless you do something really stupid. What you do in the privacy of your own homes, that you're worried that you need Jesus to die for you to pay for the bad things that you've done. You don't have to worry about going to jail or anybody, doing that and stuff like that unless you do something really stupid. Okay? Because I protect you. Do you understand? Okay. And so people got to understand that, especially if you're in my life and and I'm in your, you're personally involved in my life, right? Unless you do something really stupid. Once you realize it's wrong and this guy's the gracious good shepherd, don't do it no more. Go and sin no more. I'll take care of the rest. Like I told everybody on Facebook all the time, leave the evil one to me. I've got this, right? I was walking to go check the mail and I was worried about my weight and stuff like that. So he goes, no, you don't worry about your weight. All you do is just be healthy and make sure that you detox as healthy and as well as you can and keep the farm and everything as healthy as you can. Okay. As far as putting down toxins or breathing in toxins because of their economic genocide and conflict, that's not your issue, Parsons. Okay. Do you understand? People that are making you miserable so people die from depression because they're being denied the Lord's Prayer after praying to the Lord and it not coming to fruition. Okay. There's many ways through this technological theater of genocide and murder and espionage to kill them. Okay. There can be a guy who thinks he's bulletproof and 10 feet tall, and then he dies from an aneurysm or a heart attack, and we don't have to tolerate his throwing fits over money anymore. He's dead as a doornail. Okay. And then the inept moron that's his business partner takes over the business, and then we go and there's a new Ronald McDonald in the front office of the McDonald's, right? That can happen just like that. Okay? Like Ron told me about Pope's Eggs Benedict, You talk to him and he gets replaced. How many people talk to the Pope on their Facebook and get him replaced? Not many, Ronnie. He goes, Earl, hey, what can I say about that, right? So, all these people that think they're Teflon and bulletproof and can live forever and, and can be Andrew Womack and heal their child with prayers to God, right? Okay. At any time, the way the New World disorder, okay, set up this game of death, this Game of Thrones. Any of you large and charge ass motherfuckers, you can be a real sad topic on the David Muir news. It could even be the guy delivering the news himself. What happened? Well, he had a helicopter crash. Sad, sad, sad. Oh, boo-hoo. got hit by a drunk driver on his way home. They can program people like they're programming a video game. And if you accept their game, and that's what Suzuki tells me all the time, this is all an evil, interactive, manipulative cartoon video game. And stop letting it upset you. Okay. You are the end of the video game. You are, like I told Dad today, and Jesus says, okay, that's it, Earl. You don't have to talk to him anymore, because he always huffs and puffs and rolls his eyes at you every time you say stuff to him about this when he prays to me. And I finally said to him, Jesus said, okay, the good thing about faith is the only thing that can save you from lie is truth, okay? And no matter how much you lie can't save you from the truth, okay? So life is eternal and grace is infinite. That's the truth. You can tell yourself lies. You can tell yourself, you're not standing up for the Lord's Prayer, right? You're not standing up for the Lord's Prayer that Jesus gave us to live. And you can tell yourself Jesus is a God in the sky, and as long as I accept him as the God in the sky, that's where I'm going to go when I die. You can try to save yourself from lie with even more fabulous beast and lies than what you're living right now. It's not going to make it so. Okay. Living the Lord's Prayer will make all your lies wash away. Okay? Oh, I was talking to Dad because Julie and Chip are in Australia. I said, well, I was kind of, New Zealand. I visited New Zealand on YouTube and said, I'm good. I can just stay here. They don't have much more or less what we got here. There's this, that, hot springs. We got hot springs. We got them in Wyoming. We got them in New Mexico. We got mountains. We got ocean in in Baja California and the Pacific Ocean and off coast of Crispy, Texas. So everything that they got in New Zealand, I got here, except they got winter in June to August and whatever, and I got winter from November to the end of March, right? So ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Death Row Record Labels is the label that pays me. On my mind, on my money, on my money, on my mind. Aren't you so glad that shit gonna go away? And they're like, what the fuck are they talking about? Jimmy Crack Corn, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Don't imagine, understand. Don't imagine, forget that. Okay, if you imagine, that's trying to make it so in your mind, but you're not understanding that it is so. Okay, so don't imagine. Okay, understand. The truth is the only thing that saves you from lie. And lie, no matter how much you compound it with interest and variable interest rates and crypto and Bitcoin, can't save you from lie, right? Stem cell research and therapies and cloning can't save you from lie. You clone yourself, you're still fucked by the people that will fucking kill you over money, okay? You live the Lord's Prayer, and the truth saves you from getting cloned and killed and fucked over money. Okay, Mickey 17? God damn, they're dumb. Oh, Mickey, you're so fucked. You think you're a duck. Oh, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're a Kiwi. Okay. I am not a flightless bird. I'm like a bird. I'm Nelly Furtado. I'm singing limericks for money. I like that song. It's a limerick. It's a total limerick, but it's got kind of like a Stevie Nicks vibe to it. And I kind of dig it. It's a train wreck. And my love is true. And your faith in me brings me to tears. Oh, really? The guy thinks you're God? I'd leave him too. He's crazy. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? It's funny. I know it is. But it's after all these years. And so I'm like a bird, only fly away. I don't know where my soul is. First of all, you don't possess the soul. The soul is in the body, and the body is being tortured by money and by people thinking that somebody can have faith in them as if they're God, right? They don't understand the Bible. You can sit and argue. No, if you understand God's... Pascal, all those people, that British accent, where did God come from? Blah, 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 and this rabbit hole and all that bullshit. Okay, have you read Pascal? Pascal does the math on it and cuts through all the crap by explaining mathematics of the misinterpretations and the mistranslations and the adaptation of Constantine and the Romans to turn Christianity into mythology to make it into mythological gibberish instead of an eternal understanding and a humble, faithful reality. I'm like a bird, only fly away. I know where the soul is. It's in your body being tortured by Sam Harris, Richard Dawkins, and Chris Hitchens in their books. And Andrew Womack, Joel Olstein, Joyce Meyer, Creflo Dollar, and Joseph Prince. He's going to sell you stuff on TV for better health. You want better health? Live the Lord's Prayer and tell Joseph Prince to go sawed off. I'm like a bird, only fly away. Okay, do you understand? Una paloma blanca. I'm just a bird in the sky. I'm not, and I'm not Tom Cruise, and I'm not Amelia Earhart. I don't like to fly. So when this is all done and I go off to the Gila and go wherever I go, don't ask me to fly anywhere, especially over oceans. And when I went out to Catalina Island, I got seasick on the way back. So don't ask me to get on a boat and come to your side of the world. It's just not going to happen. If you want to do all that and you're comfortable with trains and boats and planes, you can come see me if you really feel you have to, but you need to. But all you have to do is just pick up your phone and click on the YouTube and go, there he is. Hi, love you. You love me too? Okay, stand up for a Lord's Prayer. If you don't stand up for a Lord's Prayer with me, you can tell me you love me all you want to say to me. But then all I know is that you're just saying you love people because you want them to. And all these people, thank you for your love and support. Stephen A. Smith just wants your money, and he's a liar, and he's just like Shannon Sharpe, he's just like Shaquille O'Neal, and they're just like Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. And if they don't believe that, how dare you say that? Do you get on TV and ask people for money and people get raped and murdered over money? Okay, how are you different than Vladimir Putin? Oh, you okay. Splinter in the plank. The splinter in the plank. One is a splinter, the other's a plank.